Just saying.
Okay, give me 2 seconds.
Hey y'all, we are live. We are live. Good evening to everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am your host, Tim Telling Tales, and I am also a member of the illustrious EyeCU Reading and Social Network. And this evening, we are here with author Marlon Mccaulsky. He is the author of our May read. Okay, and so I'm gonna go ahead and bring Marlon on the screen with me really quickly. Sir, now
Oh,
you know what?
my bad, my bad.
Yeah. We had a conversation about that, okay? Now, for everybody who is just tuning in, thank you all for being with us. But I gotta have a conversation with Marlon. It's somewhat personal. It's slightly an inside joke. Some of you may not be aware. However, there was a bit of a issue that I believe Marlon took with the flyer.
I love the flyer.
No, you didn't. No, you
I
didn't.
love the flyer. It was hilarious.
You ain't love the flyer, Marlon. You didn't love the flyer. You ain't got to tell me.
That is the best flyer I've ever seen.
No, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay, y'all. So basically, he said that my flyer that I created that I've been using for all my other author interviews look like an obituary.
I never said obituary. I never said that. I said I felt like I was going home. I felt like I was going home.
Tomato. Huh?
Your words, not mine.
Them was your words, sir. Them was your words. You see how you just you didn't do that for Wakanda.
I was building my strength up. I was trying to get mentally ready for this.
No, sir. That's not what that was. So y'all, he ain't like my flyer. So basically, I'm feeling away because I've been using this flyer all this time. Ain't nobody said nothing, Jesus. Nothing. And
ain't nobody ever complimented you like I did. That's why you feel some type of way.
What we're not gonna do is say that Tam Telling Tales and EyeCU Reading is out here putting death on folks. That's what we're not gonna do. Okay, we are here to lift up and be lively. What you not gonna do is have me out here just, feeling away. So we're gonna be redesigning our flyer. Marlon's probably gonna have some input on that. I have to have his approval.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So I'm probably gonna be shooting you a few things if you want to, give me some ideas so that it don't come off like it's gonna be an eulogy being said afterwards. Then I'm gonna be with that. Okay. So
well,
now
maybe if you put the picture in an oval, no, that won't help. That won't help.
That's not gonna help. We're gonna talk offline. We're gonna talk. But in the meantime, let's say hello to some of our guests who are already here. So it looks like I have Sam in the building. I see you right there. Hey Sam, hey girl. Ben G said, "Let's go, Marlon." So this is probably your friend. Hey Ben, how you doing, Ben?
What's up, Ben?
Let's see. Of course, EyeCU is in the building. Tony is in the building. Tony LaRue. That's such a pretty name. It sounds so fancy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, Tony LaRue. She was stopping by to show some love. Thank you for stopping in, Tony.
It's classing up the joint.
I know, right? LaRue. Oh, she sounds like she's from England. She from England? I wonder where she's from. Either way. Then Angie's here.
Yes.
Hi, Angela. That's my boo, y'all. Y'all say hi to Angela, because Angela shows up for me. Do you understand? Like, that's my boo. Hey, boo.
Thank you, Angela.
Rena's here. Hey, Rena. Tina's here. Hey, Monique
hey,
actually made it in. Now, Monique is probably at work, working and everything. So she done tapped in for us. Thank you, Mo, for tapping on in. She over there being a superhero, saving lives, and coming in to check in with us. So we appreciate that.
Appreciate you.
Oh, so Tony is an author.
Yes, she
And
is.
one of the authors has actually just finished one of her books. Oh my goodness, LaRue is French. Okay. Oh, what's
Classy.
the name of your book down in the comment section? Or it might be Ebony that's in there under EyeCU, but that's interesting. I love to hear it. Tony, another author coming to support another author. So cool.
Thank you.
Yeah. So Marlon,
Yes.
we are here to discuss your book, I Want to Be Your Lover, an Atlanta tale via England. Yes. Come on, give us this cover. Huh? I'm sure you're going to want to share some photos throughout because y'all did a whole big photo shoot and behind the scenes and everything. And so I want you
Like
to
we do.
actually talk about some of the things that you shared with us throughout the month on the EyeCU reading page, as well as last evening for our book club meetings. Just
Okay.
some of the background for your book.
Well, as far as the pictures are concerned,
The pictures, when it was written,
okay.
the motivation behind it, all that good stuff.
Well, well, the motivation behind this story comes from inspired by my real life. I met my wife in England while I was on vacation, and after we got together and everything was all good, I decided to write a story that was kind of inspired by it. Not the same, not our story, but a story that was inspired by it. And so that was like 2006. And then years I put it up on the shelf, and then years later I went back to it, and now I had the opportunity to turn it into a short story. And obviously I'm an independent author, so I do a lot of my covers myself. So I was blessed enough to have the right people around, and I was able to do a photo shoot for the cover. And we just had so many great pictures that I just wanted to share. So that's the story behind that.
That's all. You notice that I'm doing something right now.
You're sipping tea.
Yes, I am. Now I was practicing my English accent. I ain't got it though.
No, don't.
I don't have it. Now see, if I was gonna be an African, I could do that. I got the African thing down.
You got Wakanda down flat.
Okay, I got that. I got Ghanaians and yep, I got that. But that British don't hit right.
It don't hit the same way.
So the best I'm gonna do on today is sip my tea.
Sip your tea.
Yes. Are you
got some crumpets too?
I don't have no crumpets, but I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna be eating shortly. The only reason I don't have crumpets is because I was afraid I might choke. We live. I don't want to.
Oh,
do that.
Speaking of mishaps, are your earrings good? Are we okay there? Everything set?
I got on hoops.
Hoops.
Real good.
There you go.
Go. See, now the reference that the people just don't know about. Now we got to fill them in. Okay. So before we talk about this book, people, just know that we be over here kicking. Okay. Marlon is he's an EyeCU reading and chatting member. Okay. So he is not new to us at all. We do this. Okay. But see, you got to understand. So I have reviewed a book by Marlon before. And during this recording, I had on these cute earrings. Yup. My current situation with that raggedy ass Jason. Yup. That one. Go ahead and plug it. Him. So, I'm talking about the book, and my earrings at the time was just not trying to let me be great. Okay. So they just falling all out my ears and everything. Now, I just left it in the video. I could have edited it out, but I didn't.
I'm glad you didn't. I'm so glad you didn't.
So today, however, I have on some hoops. Hoops are always trusty. You know what I mean?
We good. We good.
We're gonna be good. Ain't nothing falling off of me on today. Okay, not even my hair. I just switched up my hair. Remember? Did you see me yesterday? On the
Yeah.
I had hair down my back.
You
Listen,
switched
I do that.
black girl magic.
You see what I'm saying? I didn't have time for no hair to be falling out on live. Somebody being a screenshot. Now I'm viral for all the wrong reasons. I don't want that in my life. So yes. Anywho, now that we've gotten that out the way, my hoops are good. We know that you are not just the author of our book for this evening, but you have multiple books. So of course, with me, I've reviewed my current situation, but you have other novels. You want to tell us how many books have you written, sir?
Let's see. I've written, I want to say about 10 novels, and including novellas, and about 4 or 5, maybe 6 short stories.
Okay.
Or anthologies, or just short stories in general.
Now, does one of those include the movie? Okay. What was the name of the movie? Because it was like Manifest.
Oh, that one. Return.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that served as the inspiration behind a certain TV show called Manifest. At least that's what we believe, anyway.
Yeah, they have some similarities. If you all
Yeah.
have not seen the movie, I highly encourage you all to check it out. You probably gonna see some familiar faces because the one guy, the main guy, he on
Yeah.
P-Valley.
Yeah, Blue Campbell. Blue has been making his rounds. He's taken off.
Yeah, I said, okay, man, look at that little pimp dude. He was like a little music producer in P-Valley. And I said, oh, okay, I recognize his face. So
yeah,
you are not new to this. So you've been doing all kinds of work for a considerable amount of time. And this novel, or novella, I should say,
right.
I Want to Be Your Lover, how recently did it come out?
It came out March. It came out right after my wife's birthday, March 7th.
Oh, did you dedicate this book to her?
Yeah. She felt special, Yeah, you gotta throw her a bone every now and then.
Don't say
that's what a good husband does.
Don't say it like that, though. I mean, if you're gonna stay in this good husband realm, you gotta say, yes, I absolutely did, because she's so wonderful. She inspired this book. Key. You're supposed to give all that extra juice.
Yeah, she's been putting up my shit for so long now. It's all good. It's all good. It's good. We passed that phase.
Okay, well, maybe from somebody who ain't even nothing. Baby, I'm just hyped. Like, you gotta be excited and kiki. You just, baby, we since 20 years in the game. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. Okay.
You know it is.
I'm gonna let you have that. Well, I feel like we can probably go ahead and delve into the novel at this point. So for any of our viewers, if you have not actually read the book, just please know that when we have these interviews with the author and we're talking about the book, we actually do talk about details in the book. So it's going to be a spoiler. So if you haven't read it, then what I would suggest you do is go get it, read it, and you can always come back and rewatch this. But if you're somebody who does not mind spoilers, then you can stay a while, and chit chat back and forth and all of that good stuff. But since we are talking about spoilers in this moment, I would just like to take a opportunity to just kind of speak to the readers real fast, just real quick, right? So, readers, we hope that you are also reviewers. That is super, super helpful to the authors. So when you are reading the books, please make sure that you are reviewing them as well. It doesn't take a whole lot for you to say, but go ahead and do that. But in the meantime, while you're doing that, don't get a book away. Okay. You don't have to tell the people what was actually happening in the book. Just stick with it if you liked it. If you didn't like it, why you didn't like it, why you liked it, who your favorite author was, what was one of your favorite, peaks in the book? Are you looking forward to a sequel? Something like that. But can we please not give away all of the specific details of the book, please? Huh? That would be awesome. Okay.
That'd be great. That'd be great.
That's all I have to say on that. Okay. So we're ready to talk about the book, and I think we may have questions in the comment section already. So let's see. Marlon, being that this book is loosely based on your relationship with your wife,
Mm-hmm.
is there anything that was originally included that you omitted from the story?
No. Actually, no. There was nothing that was really, like I said, this story was inspired. It wasn't like a true to life story. So it was inspired. A lot of stuff that was inspired from my own personal life that got put in the book, and nothing that was too personal or anything that I think that anybody would be offended about.
Okay. Yeah, it didn't come off as being intrusive or anything like that. Now, do you all drink tea together?
Uh,
Like,
well, we do drink tea. It's not as formal as you may think it is, though. In the morning, we get that cup of tea in before we run out the door.
oh, so y'all tea drinkers, y'all not coffee drinkers.
I drink both because when I get to the day job, I need that caffeine.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have like 9 to 5 job, and then you are author as well and screenwriter.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, what you do? What else you do, sir?
I talk to dumb people all day, so it's really
Okay, that's
it,
so that question on Facebook where they be like, describe what you do for a living without
mm-hmm.
describing for a living.
Talk to dummies.
Okay, I got you.
Mm-hmm.
Understood. Yeah.
The mentally impaired.
Okay then. All right. So anywho, we got that good question in. And so I'm curious, who was your favorite author? I'm sorry, not your favorite author, but your favorite character in this book.
Favorite character, Malika. Hands down.
Yeah.
Malika, that's my girl.
Yeah, that's my girl too. She don't even know it, but she is. I feel like we're similar in a whole lot of ways. Cause she was with the shenanigans.
Yeah.
She was big on, let's just play this role out. Just flow with me. Just go with me. I would do. I was
Sounds like you.
Yeah, like, hey cousin. Hey cousin. Come
Come
on
on
in,
in.
cousin. Let me introduce you to my friend, cousin.
Cousin.
All along they've been screwing and pumping and punching. That was fun.
The shenanigans.
The shenanigans. Now listen, let me tell you about the beginning part of this book, right? And I guess it ain't necessarily bother me because I just kind of recognize that this is how people are.
Mm-hmm.
But you have Imani, our main character, who is at her sister's wedding, and all of these folks keep coming up to her asking about when she getting married. When you gonna get married? Well, when is it gonna be your time to go down the island? And it's so realistic because bless some of these older generation people's hearts, they really be on that and thinking that they're not doing nothing wrong and thinking that they're justified in it. And I'm just like, ma'am, you is not too old to get karate chopped in the throat. Okay?
Don't hurt nobody.
And so when you said that the book was written in 2006, I was like, you know what? That makes a whole lot of sense because back then, I don't think that society had opened up well about discussing how that is so unnecessary and how it's not a good look. And I think people are more open about telling folks what's not okay, like setting their boundaries better. So like in 2022, I'm like, hey, you may get it here and there, but I think there's a lot more women who will check you about it. Like they won't be the passive, like, oh, I don't know, one of these days.
Is
And
it though?
it's
Is it though?
fewer. It absolutely is. I think that women have become way more empowered, and they are letting their voices be heard, whether it's with these men or it's with these other women. Like they are telling you what a TI is.
I
I think
think I think that's partly that's true, but I also think it's a cultural thing too. There are certain cultures, like I come from a Jamaican culture, and um and there's a lot of English people who, like a lot of Jamaicans that go to England, and that culture is kind of a mixed culture there. But and I think it is a generational thing too. I
yeah,
think they don't have the same kind of social, um what's the right word I'm trying to say here, a lot of social boundaries.
they
It's
don't.
not, this is not the same. It's not the same. They don't care, or I don't want to say they don't care, but they don't
No,
realize
no,
how
no.
insensitive
Yep.
they may sound. They think they're being, conversational, but it's really so intrusive, and they're so oblivious to it because that's how they were raised, and that's
Yeah.
what that's what they do. That's what they do.
Yeah. And I'm gonna speak from the American side of things. We gonna check you. Now we not gonna necessarily be disrespectful, because I think that it's very necessary to be respectful. You talk to people just in general, but I'm gonna let you know how your words are making me feel, because now moving forward, if you continue to do it, now I know you being disrespectful. Give you the benefit of the doubt initially, like she just don't know no better because she old, you know, or this is just her culture. But after
Yeah.
I told you about yourself, I'm gonna need for you to make an adjustment when you're dealing with
Now,
me.
cause now I got to cut you.
Now, now, now I got to cut you. Let me get my pen. Oh, okay. So, but yes, Malika is definitely
Yeah.
a fave. As you can see, she was Ebony's favorite as well. That was my favorite as well. Now, as far as least favorites go,
Oh, easy. Terrence.
heck yeah.
Yeah, that's it. That's easy. That's an automatic.
You know what? Now that I think about it, Terrence was probably my second least favorite.
Oh,
My
really?
my first was that doggone Ebony and Ivory little duo.
Oh,
What's the two little young boys
uh,
name? Look,
Derek and Reggie.
them. I ain't like them.
I didn't
Them
like them either, but they were more annoying than anything else.
they
Mm.
were, and I don't like annoying people. I No, you know who they kind of reminded me of. So like in Brown Sugar, when they had the two dudes that was rapping,
Ren and Ten.
and that's who they put me in the mindset of. That's what they reminded me of. I ain't like them then neither.
Yeah.
I ain't like them. Yeah, and I kind of felt the way because Chance really let them little young bucks get in his ear, and I was
Yeah.
just like, Chance, that was a bad move on his end.
Yeah.
Like,
I
you let
think.
10 come and tell you, so, oh man, you better watch out. Oh shoot, cause I don't be letting that stuff happen with my women, and she probably gonna be over there doing XYZ. And I just felt like this
But
was a
I think under normal circumstances he would have ignored that. But because of what happened in his past, that's always going to play in the back of his head. No matter how much in love or how much you care about somebody, when you're put in that, when you've been hurt like that before, you've been really hurt, you never forget it. You never quite forget it. So Reggie, yeah, it was Derek. Derek played on those insecurities, and Chance this fell victim to his own insecurities.
he did.
Yeah.
He did. I guess maybe because he was the older person in that circumstance, and here he was taking this advice from these children when
Yeah.
he had McDonald's money that they wanted to put up.
But
Hey,
it doesn't. But
you want
sometimes when
to
you
give me the money? It's McDonald's, sir. Hey,
cheat
I see
that.
if it was Red Lobster, then okay, maybe you might need somebody to, give you the money in advance, cash app you or something. But it was McDonald's.
He was just being cheap.
Oh, you know what I'm saying? And see, I can't do these cheap little youngins and stuff. And that's taking advice from.
Well, sometimes it don't matter. Sometimes it don't matter when you hear something, no matter where it's coming from. If it rings true to you and it touches something inside of you, unfortunately, we have a habit of sometimes listening to the worst things.
I guess you're right, Marlon.
Yeah, and Amani was guilty of letting her own insecurities get the best of her too.
I mean, not really.
Why did she get back with Terrence? Why?
I don't know. You wrote the book. Why she get back with Terrence?
Hey,
I mean, in my head, she shouldn't have.
But it happens. It happens in real life. How many times have you heard stories about somebody cheating on you or having a baby on you, and the person get back with the same person?
Well,
it happens.
I always just consider that to be a weighing of the odds. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes, that baby might not outweigh his money, or how fine he is, or what that dick do. You know what I'm saying? Like it.
Things happen. Okay.
I don't know.
But
not necessarily insecurity, because real talk, people cheating don't necessarily have to be because of there being something wrong with the person that got cheated on. So it may not have necessarily been an insecurity, but I think that in Imani's case, she really thought that he owned the fact that he had made a big mistake, and he recognized now that she was the person that he needs to be with, and he was going to do whatever was necessary to get her back in his life and to keep her there. I feel like that is what motivated her to get back with Terrence.
And she was probably a little emotionally vulnerable coming back from America, right?
Yeah. Okay, a little bit.
Played it a little bit.
Because people make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not mad at her, but I'm just saying that was not a wise decision.
It wasn't, which luckily that didn't even happen. They ain't end up back together. So Chan showed back up in the nick of time. Bam, put that good thing on it. Listen, and I wasn't mad at Imani. Imani went to that restaurant on Christmas Day to say, baby, he just put that good thing on me and we can't get married no more. Oh, that's some good stuff. Okay, I'm sorry.
Every now and then.
I ain't gonna get too vulgar because it's Sunday,
Oh yes, it's the Lord's Day.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, we is in service.
Oh, hey, Jackie. We still got some folks showing up, and Lulu. Oh. Hey, Lulu. I didn't use her stuff and everything. Okay. So we have us another question from Ebony.
Okay.
So she says that she's not into series. She's not the series type of reader, but she'd love to know what happens next with Imani and Chance. And are there any plans to continue their story or a spinoff maybe for John and Ava?
No, not right now. There's no immediate plans to do a spinoff book because sometimes you just have to let sleeping dogs lie. Some stories have a beginning, middle, and end, and that's it. Forcing another story out just because you like characters don't always work out. Because if there's not a story there, then you're just wasting the reader's time. You're wasting your time. But I will say that those characters may show up. Those certain characters may show up in other books, in the Atlanta Tale series. So,
okay. Yeah. You know what would be good is if Malika got her hands on that Jason from My Current Situation and turned him out. I'm dirty. I would love to see it.
This feud that you have with Jason is kind of disturbing. Jason's a good man.
That's what be making me mad, because you really be trying to justify his behavior. It's coming off real Kevin Samuel-ish. It's don't
He's
don't
not perfect.
justify
Oh, okay,
Jason.
I know we're not talking about that, but he didn't do anything wrong. Well, he did one thing wrong, but then he fixed it. He fixed it. He fixed it.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead. We're gonna go back to the book that
Yeah,
we came to talk
yeah,
about.
yeah,
That's my
yeah.
fault because I veered
Moving right
off.
along.
Yeah, I off over there. I'm gonna bring it on back. I'm gonna get back in the lane that we're supposed to be in. And
Mhm.
Ebony was like, "Yes, Chance's ex did him dirty. She was getting drilled. She getting drilled so hard in his house.
Mm.
She ain't even hear him coming in. Yeah, you got to be careful. And you know what? This is clearly in some other areas of the country because you can't just really come up in my house and I don't hear you. I don't care what's going on. Maybe that's a Detroit thing. Unless
Maybe.
it might be a Detroit thing because you know our houses got little creaks and cracks and you know what
And
I'm
he got
saying?
a big house.
Okay, well we'll go with that. He is a music
Yeah.
producer, but he got a big old house and
Now,
I
just imagine walking in and seeing that, and that's burnt in the back of your head forever. Can't blame him for being a little, paranoid.
I don't blame him at all. I mean, I'm not mad at Chance. Real talk, I'm glad that they was able to get that good thing back. You know, all jokes aside, it makes
Right.
sense that he would have the type of doubts
Truth
that
issue. Yeah.
he had because they had just met, so it wasn't like they had been dating for a while and all this kind of stuff. This was a very quick fling for them,
Right. And
and
she's getting ready to go on a plane and go back to
yeah.
2,000 miles away.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I mean, it's understandable to be like, dang, you caught up in the bliss of everything that's been going on, and it's been great and wonderful. But at the end of the day, you sitting there in your thoughts, and you like,
Mm.
2,000 miles, huh? I don't know about this, and she fine. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? So it makes sense. And then he come along and he like, you know what? I think I done changed my mind. So of course she hurt. But in real talk, I don't necessarily think that Chance did anything wrong. Like what he did may have hurt her, but he was in that moment. In that moment, he was trying to be honest with her, and
Mm.
he gets points for that. It took him not being with her and being miserable for him to recognize that he truly did want to be with her. So that
Right.
go round is really when it's about to be that real deal.
I think what really I guess got under her skin was the conversation that they had prior, where he was reassuring her that no, we can do this. This is something I want. This is something that we can do. And then to turn around and just, kind of back out of it. I think that's the thing that really got under her skin. Because she wasn't jumping into it either. But after he reassured her,
Yeah.
then she got on board, and then all of a sudden you're pulling out now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
Yeah,
that annoyed her.
that's hurtful, but it was him giving her some honesty that just she didn't want to hear.
Right.
Because the alternative is he could have just not said anything at all and things could have just, took a dive.
Right.
Or he could have been lying to her. So yeah, a whole I'm glad that things worked out the way that they did for Imani and Chance. They was cute. Like
Yeah.
in my review that I wrote, I said if Hallmark Channel had a publishing company, I could definitely see them publishing a book like this. So you had the holiday that came up and everything. So it was definitely giving, 25 days of Christmas on the Hallmark Channel vibes.
And it was originally it was written as a screenplay before I
Right.
turned it to a novel. So yeah, it does have that vibe to it.
Yeah, so it's a nice, quick, fast read. So
Mm-hmm.
transforming it into a screenplay might be
Transforming back to a screenplay.
well, yep, back to a screenplay, and then shooting it on off the Hallmark. The next thing you know, we on the Hallmark Channel. And let me just say this: this is for you And this is for any of the other authors who are out here doing big, amazing, wonderful things where your books are becoming TV shows and series and movies. I act. I am an actress.
Okay.
If you are ever in need of someone to, hey, audition for a role, please know. Telling Tams can make herself available.
I got your number.
I'll be holding on to my PTO time just for circumstances like that. Oh, it's an audition? Okay.
She said PTO.
Okay. All right. So that we're clear for you and any of the other authors out there on the World Wide Web. Know that I can make myself available. So when this does come on screen, Malika is who I'm aiming for.
You got to get that English accent. You got to get that down. And it's an English accent that's messed with Jamaican slang. So you got your work cut out for you.
Oh. Well, let me. Okay, hold on. I might need to be the chick that Terrence was cheating on Imani with. That way, I ain't got no lines.
Okay, so you could, you good with nudity. Okay, yeah, because we gonna do this like Power, like one of them love saying.
Oh no, I ain't lie. Nah, hold on. And then see, I'm saved. Okay, I can't have my church members out here like, oh, Sister Walker. No.
What you're not gonna bust it wide open for the big screen?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope. Cause see, I got one of them families and them churches and them friends. They gon' listen. They gonna show up. I'm not about to be sitting nowhere busting it wide open on nobody's big screen in front of my mama and my granny.
You better get that check. You better get that money.
No. Well, I mean, depending on what the check talking about, I might just have to, brief.
And what if we cast like Amari Hardwick or something like that? Oh,
he don't do it for.
And he don't do it for you. Oh, okay,
no.
Okay. Never mind. Then. Never mind.
No, who would do it for me? Let me think. You asked me too quick. Now I can't even think of people's names. All I can do is see their faces. I don't know. Somebody put some options down there. Who could Tam bust it wide open for on in the movie?
In the movie,
I Want to Be Your Lover. Y'all put some suggestions in there. I'll tell y'all if I would or if I wouldn't. Now y'all know my preferences is little extra melanin, please and thank you, Franklin.
Didris, yeah.
Let me tell you why I'm okay with that, but yes and no, I'm on the fence because let me tell you what had happened, right? So
what had happened?
I was on his Instagram page because I'm a fan, right?
And
so I'm like, and so I had made like a little comment and everything, and maybe it's the Detroit in me. It was a compliment, but it might have came off like I was insulting him a little bit. But that's kind of how we do. I meant it in a good way, and I don't think he took it like that.
He blocked you?
He ain't blocked me. He told me to lose some weight.
Oh, that's rude.
But he didn't call me ugly though. So basically, what he was saying was.
It can still go down.
I mean, he wasn't lying because I am on my little weight loss journey and everything. So, but he didn't say I was ugly though. So I was just saying. So I'm on the fence about him. Let me see who else. The guy from Bird Box. Yeah.
Bird Box?
That's who I'm pretty sure. Because wasn't he the one that was in Moonlight?
I can't think of his name.
I can't think of him neither. But he
yeah, I know who you're talking about, but I can't think of his name.
So if he was gonna be Terrence, then I could be Girl in the Car.
Girl in the Car. Okay.
Kofi fan too. Kofi could probably get it.
Thank you, Tony.
But you know what? This isn't about me.
It's not about you.
This isn't about me. So let's get back to the book. We had us a little moment where we could have us some fun at my expense. But let's get back to talking about some more details of the book.
Okay.
So I noticed you said that it's loosely based or inspired, I should say, by your relationship with your wife because she's from England.
Right.
Now, as far as any other scenes in the book, were they inspired by anything that's either happened to you personally, maybe in other relationships, or people that you know?
I would say no, not really. Not as far as the situations and the scenarios that happen. I wouldn't say those are based on anything in my life. However, the character names are based on real life people. Like there really is an Amani, there really is a Ava, a Malika, a Mill. And the funny thing is um, like I said, when I wrote this story back in 2006, I was using the names of my little baby cousins. At the time, they were little kids, children, and I just used their names because I said I want to use real names, like real names that I know that are from people from England. So the funny thing is they're old enough now to read this book. So
Right.
they kind of feel like, oh, you wrote about me. It was not you. It's your name, but it's not
But
you.
you. Oh, that is cute. I like that idea. If you ever want to read, write another book and put me in it, you can.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna put you down.
Or any other members of EyeCU reading Ebony. Bayina is a really good name that you should probably author should put that name in the book.
Yeah, I
Bayina,
like it.
but
I like original names.
yes. Okay, somebody put Bayina in a book. They need to do that. Now, see, you know what? Folks are still out here playing this game with me. Don't take me back. Don't take me back. See? Because now y'all done gave me his real name.
Oh,
Trevante Rhodes.
ooh.
Yup.
Mm.
Yup. Yup. I'm sorry, Marlon.
You
We
okay? Get
veered
your lust on, girl. Go.
we
You do.
veered off again. So
Yeah.
sorry about
Do
that.
what you need to do.
But that's his name. Yep. So
Mm.
Trevante can be Terrence. And
Okay.
can be uh girl in car.
Girl in car. Okay. Because the girl in car don't got no lines, so you
She
good.
don't have lines, no nothing. She just get the hunch on.
Yeah, that's a whole bunch of kissing, and touching, and rubbing.
I mean,
Okay, you can do that.
I can do that. Okay, let me take this off because if I keep on seeing his name,
You're gonna look him up on Instagram later.
oh, for sure, for
Yeah,
sure,
yeah. I know
yeah. If
that.
I'm not following him yet, I'm gonna make sure. I'm gonna make sure I am. I'm gonna do that. I'm definitely gonna do that.
Moving right along.
Uh, Now let's talk about this secondary relationship that was popping because when we were in book club, there was a member that said that was probably their more favorite relationship, and that was Ava and John.
John. They were
I
cute.
I did. I like them a lot. See, I think we could have seen some more from them.
Yeah, if this was going to be a bigger book, they would definitely have a bigger role or more. You'll get more background information about them.
Mm.
Because John, because the way I hope the way that it was implied that John had been liking Ava for a while, and he just he didn't feel confident enough to talk to her.
Mm.
Because of who she was, and her being a dancer, and her having a certain type of look, and I guess the way he saw the way that she shot down other men. I guess at first kind of intimidated him. He didn't want to, and I guess he didn't want to step to her any kind of way. So
That makes sense.
yeah,
But he stepped out on faith and look
yeah,
at
he
him.
did that. He did that.
He did that. And
Yeah, he got a nice
God,
handful too. Yeah.
he got that woman. Yeah, they were cute. So I like how we kind of pushed that whole, black love scenario because we had, of course, Imani's sister, whose name is Emil.
Emil, yeah.
Emil. So Emil and her boo.
Mm-hmm.
And then, of course, Imani's parents was in this book. married couple.
Mhm.
Imani, she had her two love interests, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
which ultimately, pushing towards a marriage with at least one of them,
Right.
you know. Then you had John and Ava and their relationship. So I'm like, come through, Black Love.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
love
This
it.
book was really really all about Black love, and
Mhm.
I mean, I've heard people say that the story itself is predictable, and it is, but a lot of times I feel like it's not necessarily that what's going to happen; it's how you get there.
Mm.
It's a
Yeah.
journey. It's a journey to get there. Because when you went and saw Titanic, you knew the boat was going to sink.
Right.
You know the boat was going down. Okay, so there was no shock at
no,
the end, but
no.
you was there for the story. You was
Mm.
there for what happened between A and B, and that's sometimes you could be straightforward.
Yeah, that's you make a really good point with that. You make a really, really good point with that. I like that. Because it was definitely enjoyable. And it wasn't super like problematic, and it wasn't, filled with a whole bunch of, chaos and stuff. Because don't get me wrong, I like me some chaos and some drama.
Yeah, we all. Yeah,
But I don't need to be oversaturated with it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I like to have it in bits and pieces. I like to have all of my genres and literature and things in bits and pieces. You know what I mean? I don't think that and most readers, I don't think, read just one type of book.
Right.
We be all over the place. And so for me, like, I love to have something good, nice, a wholesome Hallmark book.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But then every now and then I might want me a
Ratchet.
straight, right, a straight to Tubi independent hood film type of book.
Right. We all have we all like multiple things.
Mm-hmm.
We like romance, we like action, we like science fiction. We like It's not just one thing that you just like. You just have to have it in good doses.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree. Let's see. We've got a comment here. I pictured John to have some of your characteristics. Which of the characteristics would you say is most relatable to you?
Probably his personality as far as his there was one scene in the book that was really for me it was really funny. I think it was a scene where Chance kind of put him on the spot in front of Ava, and he kind of rambled off about her certain features, and so
Hmm.
I think his sense of humor and I think that's what we probably have most in common.
Okay. So you do agree that of all the characters in the book, you are probably most like John.
If I had to pick a person, yeah, yeah.
That makes sense. I see that. I see that. So we're let's see. Okay, we got about 10 more minutes left. We're not gonna keep you for too long. So do you have any projects or anything like that you are currently working on that you want to tell us about?
Always. There's always something on the draft board. um, there's one book that is currently being looked over. So I don't want to talk too much about that. But there is a book I'm currently writing right now that is the sequel to a certain book that you may have already read, and it features a character that you just love to hate. So yeah, there's a sequel coming out to a certain book. I'm not saying what the book is. You might get a clue as to what the book is, but I'm not going to say what the book is. So yeah, it might be a continuation of that story.
Don't you make me swipe my hair? I know you like Jason coming back. Just tell me. Just tell me. Jason coming back.
I don't want to give away the whole book. I don't want to give away
Well, you ain't got
everything.
to give away the whole book. Just give me that piece.
I'm just saying, characters might return, and we might see a continuation of certain storylines that was in a previous book that you may have read before. There's certain things may happen, and I don't
Jason
know.
coming back. Jason coming back.
See, I knew you loved him. I knew you loved him.
Jason coming back. Right, because now we have an opportunity to kill him.
Wow.
Still alive
Wow.
in the last book.
Wow.
So yes, I am happy to hear this.
Well, we will not be killing Jason. Jason is going to be
Oh,
alive and well.
we done did Hallmark, okay? It's time for us to get some drama, some juice. Let's go
And
ahead.
you will.
Let's get
You don't want to see Jason mature.
you know what I'm saying?
You don't
I
want to
heard
see
it's
him.
getting real rowdy in Atlanta right now anyway. So you might as well let him pull up at Lennox and get caught up in some. He can handle that. We can.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I like it. Mm-hmm. I'm glad to
Yeah.
hear. I am. Hold on. Let me see. Somebody in this comment section said something. You got me. Okay, let me calm down. Got me excited. Hold on. What we talking about? Who are some authors who inspired your writing? I know one of them. This should be like a trivia question or something because I know who one of them is, but I'm gonna let you tell us.
Obviously, you know who that person is. It's the late great Eric Jerome Dickey.
Yeah.
He is one of my favorite authors. Every time I read one of his books, I always wanted to go back and delete everything I just wrote and rewrite it because I felt so inspired by his work and what he was able to do. So yeah, he is definitely one of my favorite, if the favorite, my favorite author. Zane, it was in the early days. She was another one of my those authors that inspired me. Tracy Brown, who else? Quan. Because I come from the Triple Crown Publications era. So yeah, so that's those people inspired me.
Okay, and I know Quan is actually going to be here in Detroit in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
We had the Hustle and Grind book fair that they have every year. Mm-hmm. Have you been before, or are you coming this year?
I haven't been to that particular one before. No, I haven't.
Yeah.
I would love to go.
I'm saying it be a time. Like when I tell you, it's like okay, boys in the hood on Crenshaw, everybody out and about, but they buying books.
It's like the Harlem Book Fair.
It be dope. It be dope. Yeah. Like they had their suitcases pulling up, waiting outside the gates. Like
I got what you need.
Yes, they be for real. Like they is hustling and grinding, cool. and getting to them book sales. So, and I know Quan is one of the authors that's there usually. I know he's there this year. Yeah. So if you got your little peak of your time, you can pull up. Pull up. We love to see you. And then of course, the National Book Club Conference that's actually in Atlanta.
Yeah.
So that's coming up in August. EyeCU Reading is going to be there.
I will see you there too.
You gonna be there?
Yeah, I'm gonna fall through. I wasn't invited, but I'm gonna be there.
Listen, come through. Come through. Don't give me the line like I know about all of the registration stuff and all of that. I really don't. But I mean, we can figure something out.
Yeah, we do. Yeah. Regardless, I'm gonna be there.
Okay, because even still, we always end up pulling up somewhere outside of the spot and and doing a hustle someplace in somebody's little juke joint situation. Like so, yes, it'll be a groovy time.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing you, and we got us a sequel coming. Ooh, See, everyone to say, y'all make sure we stay connected when we get there to the city limits. Now we are comedy people too. We love a good comedy show. So if they got something going on comedy wise that weekend, tap us in.
Okay.
We pulls up on comedy shows. Okay.
True. Okay.
Because we love to keep keying to giggle. you can see. I
Yeah.
mess around, I might get up on that stage. They got them a little amateur hour or something.
Okay, they got a poll on that too, so you can do.
They got a who?
What?
What you say?
Nah, I mean they got microphones and a live band on stage. So
You say something about a poll.
Oh, there's a poll. I mean, if you want to do what you gotta do, I mean,
Marlon, I'm not playing with you. I'm not playing with you. I said what I said about the comedy. You
the
know,
comedy.
The comedy.
Comedy. Okay. All right. Yeah. Comedy.
Get a set together.
Oh yes.
Pull up in Atlanta, and I'm gonna do it. I feel like, and you know what? I'm gonna talk about Jason in my set, and I'm gonna talk about Breen and 10, them Dalmatians from this book. I'm probably gonna talk about. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and do me a book comedy set. How about that?
Characters I love to hate.
The only problem is that they're gonna probably have to be read the book in order for it to be funny to them.
Right.
Oh, that's gonna be a challenge. It sounded like a good idea in my head before I said it out loud and started thinking on it. It don't sound that good no more.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, either way, we do know that you are working on a book now that is going to feature one of my least favorite characters. So I'm glad to hear that. Make sure that you let us know over on EyeCU Reading and Chatting's page when that is coming out. Because
you all will be the first to know.
Okay, I'm so glad to hear it because yes. And then we also had, you said it was something else that was in the working, but you didn't want to say too much because.
Yeah, I mean, there's another book that is done that is being reviewed by certain people. So I don't want to, jinx it. So it can, it's in, let's just say it's in review. So, fingers are crossed. Let's see what happens.
And EyeCU will be one of the first to know about it when
the announcement will be coming.
Yes. So we only have a couple minutes left. So before we head out, anyone who is here with us still, if you're not a member of EyeCU Reading and Chatting over on Facebook, make sure that you become a member because we do all kinds of really great fun stuff over there. We got Freestyle Friday when the authors come in and they, just off the top of their dome writing about different topics, and Freaky Friday
be off the chain.
Freaky Friday be wild, boy. It be wild. So it's for grown-ups. Don't be trying to bring your kids over there with you. You know what I'm saying? Don't be reading Rainbow type. Oh yeah, come on.
No. They get loose.
Oh, we get loose over there. Okay, so make sure you do that, and then of course, Tam Telling Tales. That's me. So if you have not subscribe to my channel just yet over on YouTube, make sure that you do that. Would love to have you as a subscriber. I have all kinds of reviews and interviews with authors that I have done, so I've got hours and hours of entertainment for you all over there. So make sure that you go and subscribe and like, and that you share and
like, share, and subscribe.
And finally, we have a message from our illustrious president of the group. Thank you so much for rocking with EyeCU Reading. We enjoy showcasing you and your work and look forward to reading, reviewing, and sharing more of your work.
And I just want to say, EyeCU Reading and Chatting, I so much appreciate everything that you guys do, and it's really hard. I mean, it's really hard for authors to really find a place that we can really showcase our work and interact. I personally love interacting with the readers. I like talking to you guys. I like finding out what you like, what you don't like. I like making jokes, obviously. So and you guys just make everybody feel welcome. So I really appreciate you all.
Well, thank you so much for that. Well. All right, everybody. We hope that you have enjoyed our conversation with author Marlon Mccaulsky as we discussed I Want to Be Your Lover, an Atlanta tale via England. Everyone have a wonderful, wonderful evening and enjoy your Memorial Holiday weekend.
You too. Thank you.
All righty.